Hi, I'm Bella.
Hi, I'm Ash, and we're going to talk about using your frees wisely in the sixth form. So, I'd recommend not wasting any time in the Cooper Cafe and just doing all your homework and extra work for consolidation.
And don't get caught on the sofas by Miss Evans because
You will get told off.
yeah. But there is a spot in the green room where you can sit without her seeing
No,
you.
you
Oh,
can't say that.
They want to know this stuff. This is the most relevant advice I'll get.
Hi, I'm Lois, and my top tip would be that you should try and get along to as many clinics as you can, as teachers are there to help you with homework or schoolwork or parts of the course that you might not be understanding properly.
Hi, I'm Nimra, and my best piece of advice would be just don't stress. It's not as scary as it seems, and if you do need help, there's lots of people that can help you.
Hi, my name is Trinity and I joined this year for sixth form, and I've got two pieces of advice. Firstly, just go to clinic. If you need help, go to clinic, and then also say that you should make like group chats with your classes so that you can like share pieces of homework or like ask about deadlines and stuff.
Hi, I'm Will. I just want to say to be happy around school because this is the last 2 years of your school life, and remember it takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile.
Hi, I'm Danny, and my piece of advice would be don't be afraid to ask for help, and the sixth form team will always be there if you need them.
Hi, I'm Emily, and my advice would be start making your revision notes at the start of the year so you don't panic towards your exams.
Hi, I'm Alex. For me, getting involved in as many sporting activities is really key in feeling settled and meeting new people.
Hi, I'm Ethan, and my piece of advice is make sure to stay on top of all your work because it makes a big difference the further you get through the year.
Hi, I'm Thomas, and my piece of advice would be to get involved in all sorts of volunteering that goes on around the school. Whether it's in subject talks or clinics, CCF, terriers, or helping out in some of the charitable events we do.
Hi, I'm Hermione, and my advice would be that if you ever get stressed out at school, there's loads of great teachers that can help you, such as the nurses or the sixth form support team.
Hi, I'm Freya. My advice would be to manage your time wisely. You've got more time in sixth form, so you just need to make sure you keep that balance between having fun but also working hard.
Hi, I'm Jenny, and I would say that it is very important to balance out your schoolwork with activities that you enjoy. For me, it would be dancing on stage.
Hi, I'm Helena, and I would say don't forget to relax sometimes. A-levels can be stressful, so it's important to make sure you have hobbies that allow you to relax as well.
Hi, my name's Viv, and my piece of advice would be to really stay on top of schoolwork, and if you've got any weak topics in the lessons, make sure you go and seek help from teachers.
Hi, I'm Serena, and my piece of advice would be to get to know your teachers well because they'll be really helpful and you'll be spending a lot of time with them.
Hi, I'm Allegra, and my piece of advice would be that if you have coursework in subjects like English or history, make sure you stick on top of the deadlines.
Hi, I'm Sayuri, and my piece of advice to anyone joining the sixth form would be to really get involved in the extracurricular life at school. It's a great way to make new friends and to really discover more about the school community.
Hi, I'm Hannah, and my advice would be to try and organise yourself really well, because sixth form kind of requires a lot of independent work, especially in comparison to GCSE, and so to do the work like on the day it's set, maybe like try and like create timetables for yourself and deadlines for yourself would probably be the best way to go.
Hi, I'm Ellie, and I would say my piece of advice would be to stay calm and talk to your teachers, because there is quite a jump from GCSEs to A-levels, so stay calm and know that everyone experiences it.
If you're joining externally like us, there's no need to worry about fitting in or not making friends.
There are so many opportunities for you to meet new people, and there are so many people that join externally each year.
You can meet people in your form or in your lessons.
And getting involved in co-curricular activities really helps. For example, I've got involved in hockey and I've made so many friends.
And I've done drama and I've found it's been a really nice break from my A-level subjects. Good luck!